Paul, one of my favorite quotes that we've said on the CISO series comes from the CISO of Amtrak, Jesse Whaley, who said, "Don't try to find the unicorn, grow your own." The thing that I hear again and again from people specifically on the cybersecurity subreddit is, please train us.
What we've noticed at OffSec is, as part of the talent and skills gap, it continues to broaden. Technology is just this ever-evolving beast that people continually need to keep up with, especially training and learning. 60% of organizations struggle to recruit cybersecurity talent. So in terms of growing your own unicorns, like that's a perfect breeding ground for you to really invest in.
And I think it's just a big old misnomer that, if you train them, well, then they'll leave for somebody else. They want to be trained. They're not going to be trained to go somewhere else that won't train them.
As part of what OffSec does in our enterprise customer success function, we work with organizations on a kickoff call process to identify goals for their training program. Some of our customers mention things like engagement and talent retention, not just development, but keeping people in the business and giving them access to content like OffSec offers definitely does that.
For a company that says, we have these specialized needs and we need to do this and this, how do they build a training program with OffSec that works for them?
Leaders really need to ensure that their teams have the right breadth and depth of skills by identifying skills and knowledge gaps, instilling an adversarial thinking, and then they can do this by enrolling them in continuous learning and development. OffSec addresses these through our platform and our offerings in a number of different ways. We help InfoSec leaders attract, assess, and even develop security talent with hands-on real-world learning.
Is there anything that people don't understand about security training that they should?
A lot of security training is theory-based. A lot of what OffSec does is practical. And so what we find in the industry, at least amongst different training providers, is that people understand the theory, but when it comes to execution, it's a completely different beast. You can't really be familiar with everything, but if you have a great understanding and a baseline for how to research, how to really develop we call it a try harder mindset. It's part of our pedagogy. If you can do that in security, then you can really start to make some steps ahead.
Paul, you've got two different programs here. Can you explain one for sort of, individual level education all the way up to enterprise? How does that work?
OffSec have very recently launched a Learn Enterprise subscription, and it's tailored towards enterprise organizations. It provides access to all of the OffSec learning library content, including learning paths, courses, and our labs. Every license holder also has access to the OffSec Cyber Range, a completely new lab environment, which we think is really going to make progress and strides towards building skills. Admins also get a functional control panel with real-time usage and analytics reporting, and we're hoping that this offering really helps build your unicorns.
Well, for those of you who want to learn more about what OffSec is doing, go check them out. They're simple to find. Just offsec.com.